everybody, welcome back to Alaska Schoolhouse. It is so great to have you back here. So today we have day 4 of our 2018-2019 homeschool year. And we have our first weekly co-op of this homeschool year. And so we decided just to give you an overview of how we do our co-op and what curricula we use and what we actually have planned this year. So we're super excited.
So you may think in our other videos, since we are very close friends,
Just a
the
little.
bestest, we do keep our co-op very structured, however, because we do both feel like a high standard of education is important, and if we give them too much comfort and relaxation, the education goes down really quickly, and boundaries between professionalism and goofing off blurs really quickly.
Yeah.
So we have our co-op completely structured. So usually we start with science. So that is the first subject we teach because their mind goes like after that.
That's the heaviest subject too.
I think
feel
so.
like.
It is very challenging. We only teach it once a week. So we cover a whole lot during that time to include experiments and discussions and study work to see if they understood all the concepts.
Absolutely.
So how we do that is this year I will be teaching the high schoolers, and we're going to cover biology. And I know you guys absolutely love Apologia.
Yes.
And we're going to do another video where we review all the curriculum in depth, but for the sake of keeping it pretty brief co-op wise, this is what I will be teaching the high schoolers. So that's first subject. So while I do that, you do?
I do science with, we call them the little ones. They're not that little anymore.
No, we have to find a different term for them.
Yes, and I'm kind of sad because this is the last year that I'll be teaching the science for the little ones. This is Exploring Creation with Zoology 3, Land Animals of the Sixth Day. So we use this book and we use the journal that comes with it. What I like to do is they have a lot of book suggestions in there and also DVD suggestions. So we actually went to the library last night and I got each of the kids a book that they can read on their own, just as a supplement, because the older girls are reading so much literature that I don't want the little ones to feel left out, and they kind of have their own book.
Yeah.
Also, I made them little...
This is why she does the age group that she does, because I'd never come up with something like that.
So I made them little flashcard. Yeah, little flashcards. So before we start each lesson, we're gonna go through the new terms. We're gonna see how to pronounce them. Sometimes I have to look up how to pronounce them.
Yeah, I do too.
And we write the definition. And so we have one girl, and as you can see, 2 boys. There you go. And it comes with a lot of experiments. I know yours does too. And so we always try to get everything prepared and do the experiments together, which is always a lot of fun.
I think so.
And yeah, I always use Apologia for some reason. I don't even look at other science curricula.
No, it's so solid and so fun and engaging.
Yeah, and the way how it's set up is so easy for me.
And it's very in-depth.
It is.
And it explains everything from a worldview that makes God the center of creation.
Yeah.
Or the creator.
Yep, so I love that. So after science, we give them a little break.
Because science runs about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And that is pushing it through.
Yes.
And then we give them homework throughout the week to cover all the material to make sure that it's reinforced and they start memorizing it and preparing themselves.
Yeah.
So after that hour and a half, I usually start teaching writing. And we have used a variety of different ones before because I think it is important to not just stick with one so that they can kind of develop their voice as a writer. And I really like that. So in the moment we're covering, it's an IEW curriculum. It's the Elegant Essay Writing. And I have been really enjoying this one very much because it kind of goes step by step through everything. And I'm amazed how much they have grown throughout this 8-week curriculum. It has been really awesome. They were forced to try different styles. They were forced to try different introduction styles, conclusions, how to back up their research, and then towards the end, which will be next week, we're going to start putting all of it together. So I really highly recommend IEW for writing. There is other great stuff out there too. Like next year, I think we're going to maybe talk about doing journalism, because that is a whole nother world of writing. And like I said, I think diversity in writing and being able to write briefly as well as very detailed is very important, depending on who you're communicating to. Yeah. So this takes about 45 minutes because I do the lessons and I kind of model how to work through certain scenarios that we're writing about, and then we kind of do group work, and then I assign them the homework that they sent me via email, and I correct it, give it back to them before we get back together, and that way they know where they can improve or where their strength is, and from that move on and grow in their skill of writing.
Yep. And
after that,
we're gonna finish with world governments. So we started world governments throughout the summer because we thought it would be so much fun to do it, and it has been fun.
Yeah, it has really been great.
And I really like this curriculum because it compares 13 nations and governments just from all around the world. It teaches them political terms. It was a lot of political terms that they had to learn just before we even started the lesson. And, it asked them questions as well, like, what is life like in a successful nation? How did that nation fail? What is the major issues with this nation? It talks about all the different world governments, and I tried to include YouTube videos like we did Mauritius a couple weeks ago, and so I showed them a video of Mauritius, so it kind of felt like we were there on vacation for like 3 minutes. And then we ended the night with a Mauritius dinner. And so that's actually what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about China, the communist state of China, their major issues that they have, what life is like in China. And so I printed a lot of stuff out for them. And what I like is that they're filling in the blanks. So one of their assignments today is to find the 14 surrounding countries of China. And we're going to go through this together, and we're going to end the day with, you're going to say it?
Okay, so tonight we're having an authentic Chinese meal. John is going to make his famous fried rice. I made a hot and sour soup. We have wrapped seaweed and, of course, chopsticks to just make it interesting. That's why it's at her house, that way. If it lands in the carpet, it's not my problem. I'm just
we got
kidding.
a nice carpet cleaner. As long as you explain me how to use the sticks, we're all good, because I have no idea.
Oh, it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
So you guys...
That makes it real, right?
It does. It does. So you guys come along with us today. We're going to show you some snippets, and yeah, enjoy the day.
We forgot about one thing as part of our co-op.
What?
We always started in prayer.
We do.
Because you do have to protect your co-op, because as much as those kids grow in the Lord, in their view of the world and their wisdom, Satan is going to try to attack it.
Yeah.
And we've seen it when we had really strong days. Satan hits really hard those next couple of days. But we wrap everything in prayer, and I think that is the most important thing that we do in our co-op, and the kids participate. Sometimes they play worship songs. The girls practice a lot of times singing and playing the guitar, or one of us puts a devotion on our heart. We share that, or just share a verse or prayer requests, and yeah.
Yep. So I printed out, can you give me that paper? I printed out a cute little back to school prayer. So we are going to link everything that we talked about just now, including the back to school prayer, in our video.
Yeah, and in the comments below.
And in the comments below, so you have access and you can look at all the stuff that we talked about.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions or suggestions for us, please feel free to send us those comments as well. We love growing with you guys alongside, and that is very important to us, that we stay connected and grow together in this journey.
Yeah, so let's start this co-op and you guys come along.
So we survived co-op. That was a successful first day.
A long day.
I can tell that it's harder for them to sit down for a long time after the summer.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an awesome year.
Yeah, so far they're motivated. They liked all the new books. So let's hope it stays that way.
Determination, right?
Determination, very important.
That's right. And the men cooked for us, so we're super excited and starving.
Yes.
Let's eat. So we just finished an amazing dinner, but before we end this vlog, we just wanted to share a little bit of something that we told the kids today to really be mindful of as they start the school year. And that is
determination.
Determination. It's like the school year, the beginning of the school year is always fun. You're excited about new books, new time planners, new binders, new pencils. I even enjoy that part of homeschooling. But there comes a time when that first midterm comes along, after Christmas break, when we're really not feeling it anymore, that we get tired. Or we come to a point where school becomes difficult, or we don't understand it, or we just get tired physically and spiritually altogether, especially living here in Alaska in the darkness. It becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
So we talk to them about determination and how important it is to set a goal and to not allow anything, doubt, fear, or distractions to keep you from reaching that goal. And that is so important, because I think teaching character is something that is so often forgotten, but it is something that you practice. It is something that
you work on.
You work on continuously.
Yep. So I know we have a lot of homeschool mommies on this channel. I know we have some mommies with little ones who stay at home, and we also have some working moms who are sending the children to school. And I just wanted to end the night. We just wanted to end the night to let you guys know that whatever you guys are doing is very, very important for the kids' education, for their future, and for their lives. So don't feel discouraged if you do not homeschool your child, because just getting them ready for school and making them a nice school lunch is just as important as grading or preparing a lesson.
Yes.
So whatever you are doing, you are building in your child's future and your education. I know how hard it is to get up every morning, because I'm not a morning person, just to get up in the morning, even if you have little ones and they have been up 3 times during the night, or you're just going through something and you just get tired, or at the end of the day you're completely exhausted and you're standing in the kitchen and you're still cooking that dinner. You are building into your kids' future and education. Or if you're just that homeschool mom and you're just sitting there and you're completely overwhelmed because this is the first year of homeschooling and to educate your children at home. Every little act of love and caring that you do, from bringing them to the bus station, to sitting down and reading to them, to doing schoolwork with them, or just asking them about their day, you're making a difference. And just please know this, that every day you're making a difference. And because education is such a powerful weapon and such a precious gift that we can give to our children and to the next generation. And we all know that sometimes it is hard, but it is well worth it.
Absolutely.
And why is it worth it?
Because that's how we change the world.
And because
Jesus is King.
And because
he died on a cross for us, bore our sins, and rose again on the third day.
and
Because you're the boss.
no, not the boss. Because the future of the world.
Oh, because the future of the world is in our classrooms today.
Yeah. And with that being said,
Counting it all joy.